Hello everyone, today I'll be presenting the DoD Security Policy Framework developed for Blue Stripes Technologies. The purpose of this framework is to ensure the company can securely manage its new Department of Defense project and meet all the required cybersecurity expectations. This includes policy development, technical controls and alignment with the federal regulations. The next slide, it's about the scenario and the problem. The Blue Stripe Technology is a mid-sized IT company that recently won a DoD contract. This contract is an important opportunity, but it also comes with the strict cybersecurity requirements. Right now, Blue Stripe does not have any formal security policies or technical safeguards that align with DoD standards. This gap puts the company at risk of non-compliance, security incidents, and even losing future DoD opportunities. So the main problem we are addressing is building a security framework that brings Blue Stripe up to DoD expectations in a structured and manageable way. And then in the next slide, it's a key regulatory drivers to design an effective security framework. It's important to understand the regulations that apply to DoD contractors. First, for a federal acquisition regulation 52/204/21 establishes baseline safeguards for protecting federal contract information. Next, Defense Federal Acquisition Regulation Supplement and the NIST National Institute of Standard and Technology 800171 added detailed requirement for security control unclassified information, also known as CUI, through 110 specific controls. It's FISMA, Federal Information Security and Modernization Act, and the DoD Risk Management Framework ensure that the system supporting federal workflow a full life cycle of security, including assessment, authorization, and continuous monitoring. The DoD Cloud SRG requirement guide provides guidance for the cloud-based environments, and finally, the CUI rule outlines how sensitive data should be handled, stored, and transmitted across systems. All of these regulations shape the foundation of our framework. Next slide. Coming to the slide, it's 7 security domains. To make the framework easier to implement, we organize the requirements into 7 main domains. It's a user domain, workstation, LAN to WAN and WAN, remote access system and applications. These domains allow Blue Stripe to clearly understand which policies apply to which part of the organization, making the framework more applicable and easier to adapt. Coming to the next slide, it's about the user domain. The first domain, we focus on the people, which are often the biggest source of the risk. Blue Stripe will introduce an acceptable use policy to define what employees can and cannot do on company systems. Employees must complete cybersecurity awareness training so they understand threats like phishing and social engineering. Role-based access control ensure users get only the permission they need. Multi-factor authentication adds an extra layer of protection, especially for sensitive or privileged accounts, and every employee must use their own unique account, which improves accountability and auditing. Coming to the next slide, it's about the workstation domain. This domain focuses on protecting laptops, desktops, and other devices involved in DoD work. The systems need security standardized configurations to reduce vulnerabilities. Endpoint detection and anti-malware tools help detect threats early. Regular patching and updates are essential to prevent attackers from exploiting known weaknesses, and all portable devices must full disk encryption so the data remains secure even if a laptop is stolen or lost. Coming to the next slide, it's about the LAN domain. The LAN domain protects the internal network where most the business operations occur. We segment the network using VLANs, virtual local area networks, to prevent threats from spreading easily across departments. Internal firewalls and access control lists help restrict unauthorized traffic inside the network. All network devices such as switches, routers must be securely configured following DoD stick guidelines, and logs from these devices need to be collected centrally to so secure team and quickly detect unusual activity and report to the incidents. It's about the next slide. It's LAN to WAN domain. This domain focuses on the network boundary where internal traffic connects to the external internet. We enforce strict rules at the perimeter firewall, allowing only authorized inbound or outbound traffic. A DMZ is used to safely host public services while keeping the internal network protected. Web traffic is filtered through secure gateways to block malware and prevent sensitive data leaks. Additionally, IDs and IPS systems monitor for suspicious behavior and can block known attacks at the network edge. It's about the next slide. It's WAN domain. The WAN domain secures connection between Bluestripe offices and any external DoD systems or cloud providers. All WAN links must use FIPS approved encryption to protect data in transit. Routers and firewalls must be hardened using DoD stick configurations. WAN activity is logged so that the organization can detect issues quickly. Quality of service policies and prioritize mission critical DoD data to ensure reliable performance even during heavy network usage. Coming Coming to the next slide, it's remote access domain. Remote access is increasingly important for employees who work offsite, but it must be secured properly. Only approved VPN connections can be used, and multi-factor authentication is required for all remote logins. Personal devices are restricted unless they meet strict security standards. Remote sessions automatically time out after inactivity and require re-authentication. All activity is logged for monitoring purposes. This measure ensures security information stays protected no matter where employees are working. Coming to the next slide. System application and domain. The system and application domain covers servers, databases, and both on premises and cloud applications. Servers must follow secure cloud configuration baselines, and service accounts must use least privilege permissions. Applications should be built or maintained using secure coding practices to avoid vulnerabilities like injection attacks. Patching and vulnerability scanning must happen regularly, and all systems need reliable backups that are tested periodically. Change management ensures that the updates are reviewed for security risks before they are applied, and strong logging ties everything together, giving Bluestripe deep visibility into the system activity. Coming to this slide, the next steps are the roadmap of Bluestripe technology. To complete this transition, Bluestripe must convert these domain requirements into formal written policies. Next, the organization will build technical baselines for systems and the networks, then prepare for the assessments like NIST 800171 or CMMC. Finally, security must be continuously improved through audits, monitoring, and lessons learned from incidents. Following this framework will help Bluestripe remain compliant, protect sensitive DoD information, and stay competitive for future government contracts.